Don't you guys just love walking into a film that you know little to nothing about? It's such a nice feeling. So Copshop is a new thriller directed by Joe Carnahan, and in Copshop we follow characters played by Alexis Ladder, Frank Grillo, and Gerard Butler. Frank Grillo's character is a con man who punches a cop in order to get in prison. Gerard Butler's character is an assassin who goes into prison himself trying to get closer to Frank Grillo's character, and Alexis Ladder's character is a cop who finds herself caught in the crosshairs between these two characters. Alright guys, so let's get into Copshop.
Excellent!
I walked into Copshop almost knowing nothing about it, minus two things. One, directed by Joe Carnahan. I'm a big Joe Carnahan fan. I had a great time with Boss Level, and I think The Grey is so darn good. No one talks about that movie enough. And when it comes to the casting, I love Frank Grillo. I think Gerard Butler's a great actor when he gets a great script. I walked into it, and I gotta tell you guys, this movie was a lot of fun. And I mean, this movie was a really good time. The performances in this movie are not only really good, but the performances are just so much fun to watch. Alexis Ladder, Frank Grillo, Gerard Butler. There's one particular actor in this movie who I couldn't get enough of on this screen, to which I don't want to spoil for you guys. By the way, my apologies that this review is a bit late. I've been working on one thing in particular, which I'll talk about near the end of the video. I loved Alexis Ladder in this movie. Her introduction in this movie is one of the most badass introductions I have seen from a female character all year this year. The way that she subdues a character and her delivery afterwards, I was just like, yeah, this girl's a badass. I want to see this person in more. Frank Grillo was also really good. I thought he was a lot of fun to watch. I mean, Frank Grillo is one of those actors that if you see a bad movie and if he's in that bad movie, guaranteed he is not going to give a bad performance, and he was really good in this movie. One person in particular, Gerard Butler, in this movie. He looked like he was having the time of his life in this movie. Now, here's the thing. Gerard Butler is one of those actors that, you know, he's been in some pretty bad flicks, let's be honest here. But when he gets the right role and the right director, you can tell that he is just having a ton of fun on set. There is a sequence in this movie to which I could not stop laughing from Gerard Butler's character. He's so good in this. In general though, Copshop is just a really fun movie, and I wasn't expecting this movie to be as fun as it was. I should have known though, given that it was directed by Joe freaking Carnahan, because Joe Carnahan is known for just having these really fun pulpy thrillers and action films. I was legitimately surprised by how much fun I had with this movie. From the moment that it starts with the tone and the performances and how this plot progresses, I had a big smile on my face throughout the entire film. Throughout Copshop, this movie introduces new things. It has new ways of having fun throughout the entire film. There is a particular character that comes in, I want to say, let's say halfway through the film, and when you think this movie has run out of its bag of tricks and introducing something else, and you just think, oh man, this is gonna be really fun, isn't it? Copshop is also hilarious. The dialogue exchanges between Frank Grillo and Gerard Butler's characters, I couldn't get enough of. Alexis Ladder, once again, I thought she was great, and she had a couple of lines that not only me, but the entire theater was laughing asses off. There are some sequences in this movie where you think it's gonna go in one direction, and while you might be right, the way they execute that certain thing is just, it's laugh out loud hilarious. The movie's tone, it kind of comes off as a 90s style film, but with the pulpy thrills of a 70s movie, if that makes sense. The movie is so well paced that even when this movie feels like it has downtime, there really isn't any downtime. Like literally, this movie is just non-stop moving throughout the entire thing.
Well, that's just fucking great!
Starting off with the characterization, do not get me wrong, performances-wise, everyone is great and they're having a lot of fun in this movie. But in terms of character-wise, there's really not that much going on. I mean, sure, you know the bare minimum of all these characters, but otherwise, there's really no arcs or anything like that. Going on to the cinematography, or let me reiterate that, saying the color palette. I don't know if it was just me or if it was just the theater I was in, but I watched the trailer after I saw this movie and I thought, this looked good. Maybe it was just my theater or the projection, I have no idea. But for some reason when I was watching this in the movie theater, the movie's color palette just, I don't know what it was. It just didn't fit well with me. 95% of Copshop was just really well paced and really well edited. And then comes the final 5 minutes. There's a sequence that plays out and it cuts to black and you just think, oh, okay, it's done. But then it's really not done because it goes on to the next scene and it continues to play for like another 5 minutes, and you could have just cut that part out entirely, and I think it would have ended on a much better note than rather just having this random epilogue, I thought.
And here we go.
So overall, while Copshop doesn't break any new ground for the genre, it is nonetheless still a really fun and just a really good time at the movies. I walked into Copshop not really expecting anything, and I walked out with a big smile on my face. So all in all, I'm gonna give Copshop a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It doesn't really break any new ground or bring any new ideas, but at the same time, this is a movie that just wants to have a fun time, and I can tell you guys, I definitely had a really fun time with this movie. So comment down below and let me know, what was that one movie that you walked in knowing almost nothing and you came out really enjoying it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if y'all want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames in the description below. Before I end the video, I do want to apologize to you all that there hasn't been a lot of content this month. I have been working a lot on my Halloween Horror Reviews 2021, and let me tell you all, you will not be disappointed with everything I have coming out next month. But with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed my review of Copshop. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell whenever the latest video of mine goes live. If you guys want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click on it right there or there. Then of course, until my next video or review, I will see you all next time.